I said the book's about Alice. There's a bit in the middle of it called The Warehouse of Alice's, where I take 10 characters, 10 people who really existed, whose first name was Alice, and write a poem about each of them. And the one I've chosen to read to you tonight is about a character, a person called Alice Herz. It's a little harrowing, this poem. I'm sorry about that. So if you're of a shy disposition, close your ears. But so Alice Herz lived from 1882 to 1965. She was the first activist in the United States known to have immolated herself, burnt herself, in protest of the escalating Vietnam War, following the example of the Buddhist monk, whose name I struggle to pronounce, who immolated himself in protest of the oppression of Buddhists under the South Vietnamese government. She was a long-time peace activist, and she spoke Esperanto as well. So here's the poem. This Alice is remembered for her final, desperate act of protest, the ultimate sacrifice. To step out into the road, not with impulse, rather a deeply considered action. All else failed. The deep anguish of all the suffering, the sense of despair, perhaps. And in the calm mind of an 82-year-old woman, she steps into the agonizing pain of self-immolation, a bland label for burning oneself to death, a loud action, a silenced voice. The actions of passers-by to put out the flames and create 10 days of enduring pain. The intentions of each action in this gruesome scene, not going to plan, unintended consequences. Peace activism. Will the suffering ever cease? Wars, conflict, killing, no end in sight. The human condition, for as long as our insight is obscured by clouds.